In today's lab, we're going to work with the sheet metal function in SOLIDWORKS. So you want to have a inch dimension part open, as you can see here. You're going to come up into the menu area, right click, and open up the sheet metal toolbar. So that'll open the sheet metal toolbar over here. Then we're going to click on the front plane and open a sketch. When we open the sketch on the front plane, we're going to want to sketch the base flange detail for our headlight swivel. So we've got a circle in there surrounded by a rectangle. I'm going to leave the slot detail for the bottom here until a little bit later. And this is 0.25. The left to right dimension on this part is 0.75. I need to drag that back over my circle. Half of 0.75 is 3/8. So that's the dimension from the center to there. Then we're 0.35 up and 1.35 down. So let's put the slot in down here. To do that, I'm going to put in some centerline geometry. So I want to have a center line running down through here. And then another center line going this way. And the center line going that way. So I have those two center lines. Let's make them the correct length, 0.99. And then I'll put an equal relation between there and here. So those are now equal. And then I'm going to finish this off by putting in another construction line down here. I'm going to make that horizontal. So now the last thing to do is to put in our dimension between these guys, and that is 14.48. Nice even angular dimension. So we've got our construction geometry. Now we're going to come down here and place two circles. Which those are equal in dimension to our upper one. They're all 0.25. So I've got those two in position. And then the last thing I'm going to do is have two more circles, and one I'm going to come down to here, and then the next one I'm going to come down to there. So I have some trimming to do. So let's go and trim these guys. You got a little bit of trimming confusion, so be careful in this area. You want to get these these overlapping segments before you trim up higher, and that'll keep your relations from going away. There we go. So now I'm going to come over here and select base flange. And it's going to ask me how thick I want the sheet metal to be, which this is 1/4 inch thick. So that's what I want. I'll click OK. So now I've got the base flange for the headlight swivel. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 edge flanges, one on the top and one on the bottom. And I'm going to check OK on that. So now that doesn't exactly match the part that we have. So the next thing we're going to have to do is edit the sketch that controls those base flanges. So we've got 2 sketches. Right click on this one, go in and edit it. And as you can see, I need to remove these 2 vertical relations. And I'm going to get rid of this line entirely. I'm going to drag these guys over closer to where they want to be, and then I'm going to put in my 2 circles. We'll start adding relations. Don't forget to hit Control when doing that. Make this tangent. Make this one tangent. And I'll check OK on that. We're ready for some trimming. I'm going to trim out those edges and then do the smart dimensioning for this. So I want to get the distance from this line to there, and that's going to be 1.9. Put in my radius dimension here of 0.2 and my diameter dimension of 0.19. And then the last thing I need is I need a distance over from this plane, and that's going to be 0.62. So now I have my modified sketch. Exit the sketch and the bend will change to match. The next part, the next sketch I have down here, I'm going to go in, edit that sketch. I'm going to go in and edit this sketch, and I want to grab the same geometry that I have up here. So for this one, I'm actually just going to trim everything out of there, and then I'm going to convert the entities from this upper piece. And exit that sketch and your part's complete. Now if you notice down here on the lower left, there's a flat pattern that's suppressed. If I right click on that and unsuppress it, SolidWorks unfolds the sheet metal part for us. If we want to suppress that again, then we'll have our folded part. So what I'd like you to do right now is save this as Lab 13. Click Save. And then unsuppress it, fold that is, and go File, Save As, select Save As Copy, and then call this one Lab 13 Unfolded. Okay, so that should finish the modeling portion of the slab.